What would happen if Donald Trump returned to power in January 2025 while in the midst of a criminal trial and then tried to use the power of the state to basically shut down our independent judiciary? Well, you don't have to imagine. Over in Israel, his far-right authoritarian pal, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, who is on trial for corruption, has been trying to do just that. Netanyahu's far-right government and its proposed reforms to the judiciary, reforms that would give him the power to, among other things, overturn Israeli Supreme Court decisions, have been met with historic protests. On Saturday, for example, 300,000 Israelis took to the streets, which is the equivalent of nearly 10 million Americans turning out to protest here. Today, after weeks of demonstrations, strikes, roads blockaded, diplomats quitting, Israeli military reservists refusing to show up for duty, and criticisms from the international community, including the Biden administration, and after a former Israeli security chief said the country was on the verge of dictatorship, Netanyahu announced a pause. So, victory for democracy? Not quite. Number one, this is Netanyahu, the savviest of savvy politicians, Israel's longest-serving prime minister. The odds are he's just pausing so that the protesters go home, the anger dies down, the world moves on, and then he and his far-right coalition get to just ram it through anyway.